Your back might be the most neglected muscle group you train. You can see your chest and arms grow in the mirror every single day, but your back is hiding behind you the whole time. So how do you actually know if it's working? By the end of this video, you will know exactly which exercises build a complete back, how to perform each one with correct form, and why targeting your traps, your lats, and your lower back separately is the difference between a back that looks flat from behind and one that creates that dramatic V-shape people notice from across a room. Start with the lats, because they are the largest muscle in your back and the one most responsible for width. The lats, short for latissimus dorsi, run from your upper arm down to your mid and lower spine, and their main job is pulling your arm down and back toward your body. The best exercise for building lat width is the pull-up. Grip the bar slightly wider than shoulder width, hang with your arms fully extended, then pull your chest toward the bar while driving your elbows down and back. Think about pulling with your elbows rather than your hands. That single cue shifts far more tension onto your lats instead of your biceps. Why does that matter? Because your biceps are a much smaller muscle, and if they take over the movement, your lats never get the stimulus they need to grow. If pull-ups feel too difficult right now, the lat pull-down machine lets you build the same pattern with adjustable resistance. Set the bar slightly wider than shoulder width, lean back a few degrees, and pull the bar to your upper chest while squeezing your shoulder blades down and together. Avoid yanking the bar with momentum. Slow, controlled reps recruit more muscle fibers than fast, jerky ones. Now for the lower lat specifically, the region highlighted at the bottom of your lat, near your lower ribs. This is the area most lifters completely miss, because most pulling exercises emphasize the upper lats instead. The straight arm pull-down fixes that. Stand facing a cable machine with a straight bar attachment set high, keep your arms almost fully extended, and pull the bar down toward your thighs in a wide arc, like you're swimming. Since your elbows stay nearly locked, your lats do almost all the work instead of your biceps sharing the load. Have you ever finished a back workout and felt it only in your upper back? This exercise is usually the missing piece. Single-arm dumbbell rows round out lat training by adding a rotational, unilateral element. Place one knee and one hand on a bench, let the dumbbell hang straight down, then row it toward your hip while keeping your torso still. Rowing toward your hip rather than your chest keeps the tension on your lats rather than shifting it to your rear shoulders. Next, the traps, the muscle that runs from the base of your skull down across your shoulders to your mid-back. Well-developed traps create that thick, powerful look when you're viewed from behind or from the side, and they play a major role in shoulder stability during almost every pulling and pressing movement you do. Barbell or dumbbell shrugs are the most direct way to train them. Hold the weight at your sides, then lift your shoulders straight up toward your ears without rolling them forward or backward. Pause for a full second at the top, that pause matters. Momentum can carry a shrug through its range without your traps ever reaching peak tension, and peak tension is what drives growth. Face pulls train the often overlooked middle and lower traps along with your rear shoulders. Set a cable to roughly eye level with a rope attachment, pull the rope toward your face while flaring your elbows out wide, and finish with your hands beside your ears. This movement also improves shoulder posture, which matters if you spend most of your day sitting at a desk. Now to the region labeled at the bottom of the reference image, the lower back, specifically the lumbar erector spinae, the long muscles running along either side of your spine from your pelvis up to your mid-back. These muscles keep your spine stable and upright under load, and building them is not just about aesthetics. A strong lower back protects you from injury in almost every other lift you perform. The conventional deadlift is the single best exercise for this region. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, hinge at your hips to grip the bar, keep your spine neutral, meaning no rounding and no excessive arching, and drive through your heels to stand up while keeping the bar close to your legs the entire way. Why does bar path matter so much here? Because the further the bar drifts from your body, the more leverage stress your lower back absorbs, which increases both fatigue and injury risk without adding extra muscle stimulus. If deadlifts feel too advanced right now, back extensions on a hyperextension bench isolate the lumbar erectors with far less total load and complexity. Position your hips at the pad, cross your arms over your chest, lower your torso until you feel a stretch through your lower back, then extend back up to a straight line. Controlled tempo again beats speed here. A rushed rep barely challenges the muscle at all. So why does splitting training this specifically into traps, lats, and lower back actually work better than just doing generic back rows every session? Mechanical tension, meaning the force your muscles experience while resisting a load, is one of the primary drivers of muscle growth, and different back exercises create very different tension curves across different regions of the same broad muscle group. A pull-up and a shrug both technically train your back, but they load almost entirely different fibers. Training only one movement pattern leaves entire regions of your back chronically undertrained. Your lower back, through the lumbar erectors, acts as the foundation for almost every compound lift you do, from squats to overhead presses. Strengthen that foundation, and every other lift in your program has room to improve. Have you ever wondered why some lifters have backs that look wide but flat, while others have that full, three-dimensional look with visible separation? The difference usually isn't genetics. It's almost always exercise selection. Wide but flat backs typically come from months of doing only lat pulldowns and rows. Three-dimensional backs come from deliberately training the lats, the traps, and the lower back as three separate priorities within the same program, exactly the way this workout is structured. For lat width, prioritize pull-ups or lat pulldowns, straight arm pulldowns for the lower lat region specifically, and single arm rows for unilateral strength. For traps, shrugs with a 1-second pause at the top and face pulls for the middle and rear fibers. For your lower back, conventional deadlifts if you're ready for them, or back extensions if you're building up to that. Train through elbow-driven pulling for your lats, not hand-driven pulling. Pause at peak contraction for your traps. Move slowly and control the eccentric for your lumbar erectors. Remember the question from the start of this video. Your back is hiding behind you every single day, but it doesn't have to stay a mystery. The next time you train back, don't just do a random set of rows and call it done. Pick one exercise for your lats, one for your traps, and one for your lower back, and give each of them your full attention. That's the actual difference between a back that looks flat in photos and one that turns heads from across a room. If this breakdown helped you understand your back a little better, subscribe to FitLab for more science-based training explained the same way, one honest, evidence-backed video at a time.